Hey everybody, I'm here to show you how you can make some quick and easy cash betting on Barstool Sportsbook's promotion Long Ball Thursdays. Now, before you go out and say, well, I don't even have a Barstool Sportsbook account, stop right there because it might actually be better and more profitable if you have yet to sign up for an account yet. I'll go into that shortly. The promotion on Barstool Sportsbook, Long Ball Thursdays. And again, if you haven't signed up for a sportsbook account yet for Barstool, it might be better that way because if you click this code that's down in the description, when you sign up, you'll get a free $50 each. So if you sign up, grab that $50, bet 25 on this promotion that I'm about to recommend, and no matter what, you come up on top because that's $50 that is not yours to risk. Barstool is just giving to you. So again, sign up with that link that's in the description, get a free $50 to bet with, and go have some fun. Back to the promotion, Long Ball Thursdays. It's pretty simple. Every Thursday, Barstool's been offering this, and you just bet $25 on a player to hit a home run. If he does, great, your bet wins, and it usually pays out 3 to 4 times your original bet, so about $100. And the kicker is if your player does not hit a home run, but the team that he's on wins, then your bet gets refunded back 100% up to $25. So the idea is you want to bet on a player that's more likely than not to hit a home run. And in the case that he doesn't, you want to bet on the player whose team is more likely to win. So looking ahead using those two guiding principles, I'm looking at the St. Louis Cardinals at the Colorado Rockies this upcoming Thursday. The reason why is a couple of reasons. That's because one, that you can see here, the Cardinals are already favored to win the game. I want to be betting on a team that is more likely than not to win. Number two, playing in Colorado and Coors Field, it's notorious to have a lot of home runs and the ball to fly off the bat there as the light air makes pitches break less. So pitchers breaking balls are less effective and balls fly farther in the air due to less wind drag. So already taking the Cardinals here. Now that I know that, I'm going to take a look at the pitcher, German Marquez, to try to identify a player that I think will, have some strengths against him. Marquez having, not a great year. It's hard to be a pitcher in Colorado. He's got ERA over 5. But when you take a little bit closer, his ERA and his numbers at home are a lot worse than just what the blanket materially meets the eye. You see here, he's got a 6.11 ERA at home. Really not that great. In fact, it's pretty awful. And then out of the 12 games that he's played at Coors Field at home, his team's only won 2 of them. So already you're looking really good in this bet and not losing money. Again, if you're betting on a Cardinals player and the Cardinals win, you're getting your bet back refunded. It doesn't really matter if it's a home run or not. So you want to bet on a team that is likely to win. It seems like betting against German Marquez when he's pitching at home is a pretty good bet. This guy lets up a lot of home runs, 14 in the 66 innings he's pitched at home. That's about one every less than 5 innings. So that's great too, because he's gonna throw 5 innings, walks a lot of guys, and his opponents are hitting over 300 against him. This is a great candidate to be betting against for hitting a home run. And then even more so, look at this. Players that are right-handed are actually having a higher slugging percentage against Marquez than lefties. So if you're a right-handed hitter, you're likely to get hit for more power against him than lefties. I'm not really worried about average or on base percentage. I want my players to be hitting the ball far. That's what slugging percentage represents. And it looks like righties are hitting the ball farther off Marquez than lefties are. So I'm looking for a right-handed hitter on the Cardinals now, which brings me to one of their superstars, Paul Goldschmidt. Obviously having a career year, tied for 7th in the league in home runs. Only 6 dudes in this league have hit more home runs than him. So I'm looking at him right away as a right-handed hitter. Taking a look at his splits, lefty versus righty, he hits better against lefties, which isn't ideal. But even against facing right-handed pitchers, he's still hitting over 300, slugging over 550. Those are really great numbers. Nothing like he's doing against lefties, but still really strong against righties. And again, Marquez's weakness is against right-handed hitters. So advantage Paul Goldschmidt there. And then taking an even deeper dive, people forget Paul Goldschmidt used to play for the Diamondbacks. It's in the same division as the Rockies. He's faced the Rockies plenty of time in his career. That means he's faced German Marquez, longtime Rocky, plenty of times in his career. This guy has seen a handful of Marquez, and he's absolutely dominated him. In the 34 at-bats that he's faced against Marquez, he's hitting almost 400. On-base percentage, he's getting out almost half the time, and his slugging percentage is almost 800. That is crazy. His OPS is over 1,200. If you have an OPS over 1,000, you're the MVP. So basically, if this guy was facing German Marquez the entire time, he'd be the MVP. Again, he's faced him many times. He knows him well. He knows his stuff. And again, this is a Coors Field where the ball flies a little bit farther. Very hitter-friendly ballpark. More likely to get home runs. Goldschmidt's already hit 4 home runs off him in the 34 at-bats that he's faced Marquez. That's it, over a 10% clip. You got to think Goldschmidt, who hits near the top of the order in this Cardinals lineup, is going to face him 3 times. That's already a 30% chance right there. You think Paul Goldschmidt's hitting a home run. So based on his track record against Marquez, I'm absolutely loving Goldschmidt for this bet. But if you think, hey, I know he's a pretty good guy playing third base for the Cardinals, you wouldn't be wrong. Nolan Arenado is very good in his own right. 22 home runs this year is still very impressive. Looking at his split, lefty versus righty, he doesn't hit, just like Goldschmidt, doesn't hit righties as well as he does lefties, but still really good numbers from the right, from facing right-handed pitchers from that side of the plate. And so not too concerned about that. But when I look at his track record versus Marquez, it's not nearly as good as Goldschmidt. Doesn't have as many at bats, so he's not as familiar with him. He's only had 1 out of 6 hits. That one hit was a home run, so that's a silver lining there, but not enough data points for me to confidently pick Arenado. I think given Paul Goldschmidt's track record, I'm much more confident betting him, and that is who I will be betting for the Long Ball Thursday. $25 on Paul Goldschmidt. Make sure you opt in. He's got great numbers versus Marquez. And remember, if you haven't signed up for Barstool yet, that's fine. Use this link that's in the description. Sign up, get a free $50 to use towards this bet. And it's basically like taking free money from Barstool and put that in your back pocket. Go have yourself a nice weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you take my advice, and I really hope Goldschmidt goes yard on Thursday.